Seems a little risky, but okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I won't come.
All right, what's on everybody's mind today? We have a guest in store for the podcast. It's our first guest, so hopefully it'll go well. I've heard a lot about this guy, and everybody that I fucking talked to have requested that he be on the show. So it's big news for us. Really is, I think, personally.
Big time celebrity.
Yeah. I mean, he's the guy everybody wanted on the show. Yeah, we'll call him Big Time Drew. So, hello, Drew. How you doing today?
Doing excellent. How are you guys?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Happy to be here. I mean, can't go wrong with beer, right?
No, not at all. Unless you're Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, you got anything you want to talk about with Drew?
Enough about women's rights. Let's talk about women's wrongs.
Now, wait a minute. Before you go off on a tangent about that, let me just say for 1 second here that I'm not one of those guys who think that women are just the type of people that can only have babies and can cook meals, because it's a well-known fact that not all women can cook. I just want to state that for the record.
And sadly, not all women can have babies.
Yeah. Also true.
What do you mean by that, Corey?
And some women
Some
really,
are sterile.
some women really shouldn't have babies.
Yeah. Some. Oh, absolutely not. No, I think that plays back to the ugly kids conversation we had at one point about all the people who have ugly kid after ugly kid and just have to fucking post it all on Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you don't laugh or like their shit, you are such an asshole.
Facebook is a place for memes, not to look at your ugly ass kids.
I agree. I don't, and I think there should be a cutoff point on Facebook. Fuck having 15 kids and expecting me to like their pictures. I don't care.
You got valuable time. You can't remember all their names.
Well, I can't even convince myself to say nice things about these kids. They're ugly. Somebody's going to have to tell these folks.
Have you tried lying?
But
No, I don't lie.
they are kids.
And? Are you telling me that?
No, and they're just kids.
Okay, they're kids.
I had nothing to go along with that. It was just their kids.
I thought you were going to try and tell me they were going to grow out of it, but no. Usually, ugly kids grow up to be ugly adults.
And not only that, but the fact of the matter is that you can't even tell the difference between their mugshots and their yearbook pictures, because that's how ugly they freaking are.
Well, usually their yearbook pictures don't have as many face tattoos.
My mugshots turn out pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never been arrested. I was on the other side of the law.
Me neither.
They get more tattoos than their class seats have on their markings from all their markers and everything.
No shit. Those things never get any better. Oh, so what? Tell us about yourself, Drew. Little bit. Why was everybody so interested in what you have to say? I want to know this.
Well, first of all, I mean, you have to take my image, for example, like my hygiene and my good looks. I mean, like, you have to make a good first impression. Like, everybody says, like, if you want to get people to be viewing in, you got to have a guy that looks like me.
Obviously.
For our audio medium.
Like, obviously,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
Well, we have a video.
Our video hasn't been uploaded to any platforms yet, so that
Well,
they would probably be changing their minds if they knew that was going to happen.
It's like, wait, you're uploading video?
Yeah. But I
Oh, well,
agree.
never mind. Then we'll put
unsubscribe.
somebody else.
Like, obviously, you have made a great first impression, or actually, an impression on enough people to where they were like, you got to have him on your podcast. So here we are. We are trying to give our 3 listeners what they want.
Yes, and you want a guy that can actually carry conversation, and a guy that can get into those swing things, and that's what I'm here all about. I'm not here to just like stay in the background and and not have an opinion on.
Where's he at?
Well, damn, I gotta go now.
If that guy's here, then let him get out of his seat.
I got to be honest with you. I'm also appreciating his volume level. I can hear him just fine, unlike the last guy.
That's just because you don't even need a mic.
You're right. I can podcast from the roof, and you're going to hear me.
It's true.
I'm loud and obnoxious. Oh, okay. So go on. Sorry, we
yes.
interrupted.
Oh, that's fine. I'm used to it. Women do it to me all the time. But the fact of the matter is that, like, I don't want to take into perspective that I have this negative opinion about women. And you all were talking not too long ago about, like, what was it, the USWFL or some sport that nobody
WNBA.
WNBA, you probably never heard of it.
What is it?
It's okay,
What is
nobody
it
has.
again?
Nobody.
All right, okay, I don't feel guilty about not knowing about it.
Most people are just finding out it's a thing. So,
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that you got to understand, from my point of view, like, women have all kinds of rights, including on their bodies, their right hands, their right legs. Like, that's the rights all they got. You know, I mean, that's where it limits to me.
we're two so
And
far.
you know, and you got to think about this. You know, and what I want to talk about is, like, women don't like men for some reasons why they like cats. Like, they're independent. They don't come in when they ask them to, and when they come home, they want to be left alone in peace and quiet. So what's the difference?
They shit in a box and complain when they don't have food.
We're still talking about
Again,
cats,
we're-
right?
The shitting in the box thing only happened a couple of times, and I was very drunk.
Yeah. I'm very out of the box when I shit because my aim is terrible when I'm wasted.
Especially if you know you're going to have a hangover the next day.
Yeah. You're lucky if I get it in the bathroom if I'm, drunk.
And I get and women get mad at me for reasons like, because I'm really a diplomatic guy, because I'm the kind of guy that always remembers their age but never remembers their birthday. So you got to give me credit for that.
Well, there was a time where I couldn't
Just
even remember names.
their graduation is
You
next
sure?
week.
Are you sure women don't get mad at you because of your face?
No, I would think that'd be the last thing to get mad at. Then I start talking, and then maybe I ruin the thing, but that's a different story for another time. But the fact of the matter is, like, and we all make accidents. There's no question about that.
Well.
We're all human. And, they ask for their chapstick. You give them a glue stick, and then they never talk to you again. How rude is that?
That's terrible and it's inexcusable.
And
on
they're
their
still
part.
not talking to me now.
Learn some
so.
fucking manners.
Excuse me, manners? Don't you mean
Womanners? Sorry, womanners.
You misogynist?
I'm horrible.
How dare you?
Behind every angry woman is a man who does not know what the hell he did wrong.
Because he did nothing wrong.
There you go.
Yes, yeah, I don't recall ever doing anything wrong. No,
Yeah, I don't do that.
I've been pretty perfect up to this point. Yeah. Another topic I was just interested in was one Shane brought to my opinion, and I wanted to get your stance on it.
Go for it.
These goddamn pronouns, and Shane did some research.
Yeah, I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Best
what-
nouns
You
in
know,
the
if-
world.
If you're a man, I'll call you a he. If you're a woman, I'll call you a she. I'll even let you pick which one you want. But the these and thems and the weird made up words and all that stuff too makes no sense. Because according to what I read, which I cannot cite because I forgot to save the articles, it is.
But you're
But you
admitting
did
that
your
it's not
homework.
your original.
No. I didn't make this up.
Yeah. He's not making this up.
We'll
The-
get to
the-
that stuff later.
We'll get up to the made up stuff later.
Yeah.
But the statistics I've read, round about 7% of Americans identify as LGBTQXYZ.
To me to keep up with.
Plus, you got to throw a plus in there in case you forget one. But of those, a certain percent or whatever, ends up being 0.1% of society identifies as neither male nor female. So
And what else is there?
another interesting statistic that I came up with was about 0.3% of Americans can be diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. So there are more psychopaths than there are them-theys, and yet we have to cater to the them-theys. But the psychopaths get to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I don't. Why are we not making special concessions to the psychotics that can, that'll actually probably harm someone?
I mean, aren't you?
They actually,
I don't know.
They
I mean,
actually could
If
be
you're,
they
if
them.
you're being like, yo, man, you're they them. It's like that.
Well, the psychopath actually could be a they them because they could have body parts in their pocket or something.
They could
and you
also
don't
have
know.
15 personalities. I mean, honestly, I think the closest we've come to making special concessions is that we let Sean keep that table in here that long.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's gone
that
now.
was a
I mean,
that was a
was
major
concession
concession.
to a complete psychopath if I ever saw one.
2 tables in
And
one
he-
room.
And he wouldn't let anyone touch the table, so there's like blood smeared underneath it.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
brain matter under it that he's covering up.
Hell yeah.
There has to be something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know though. Don't you keep all your bodies in the closets upstairs?
No, it's in the furnace over here.
So open the dryer, see if they're in there.
Whoa, now.
Well, and I did notice when I arrived here, I noticed that there were no strays of squirrels to be seen. So you got to throw animal cruelty in there. So
Well, that's his cats working vicariously through him, or he's.
Whoa,
oh, so that's where these balls came from.
just like I'm sleeping in my.
You're getting into some Son of Sam shit that
Yeah.
the cats are working vicariously through him.
Yeah, his cats are telling him to go out and kill the squirrels.
Sleeping up in my bed, and they're just up there like, go ahead and kill the squirrels, go do it, yeah, do it, bring them,
Like,
kill the corpses.
seriously, they're pissing us off, dude. You need to go out there. Like, I don't care how you do it. Just
They're
fucking
so
get rid of
smug
them.
with their hopping around trees and power lines with their fluffy tails.
Yes.
You gotta kill them. Gotta take
Yeah,
them out.
they may look cute from afar, but fuck it, they're a meal. Like, kill them, we'll do the rest.
Yeah, you kill them, they'll eat them.
That's terrible.
This is West Virginia. You kill them,
Just-
anybody will eat them.
Yeah.
I don't understand why do we eat rats?
We eat rats.
Who eats
Squirrels
rats?
are rats.
Squirrels are rats, yes.
I mean,
Because they live
people
in
get
the,
excited to eat
they
the
live
rat.
in the trees instead of the sewers.
We have a
probably.
season where you can collect them to eat them.
And there's some people that strictly
Do
don't
you have
kill
to
them. They're
kill
simply
them
just
first?
roadkill. So let's make that
Yeah.
point also.
Do you
Yeah.
have to kill them first to collect them, or can I just go out and get like a bunch of
You
squirrels?
see, Sean, you have to kill things before you eat them. I know.
I'm talking about collecting them, not
It's a
eating them.
distinction.
I can just see him climbing a tree, grabbing a squirrel, and just biting its head off now.
You know what? It's
Sure, we'll call them squirrels.
Yeah.
you know, you know what? It's dead then. That's all that matters.
Yeah, didn't know what hit it, kind of.
I mean, it doesn't have to be dead before you could collect it, but then you got to feed it and throw its shit out.
And who has time for that?
I'm saying it because the bodies upstairs might be they, them, so I'm saying it.
Yeah. I mean, how do we know what the squirrel goes by?
Well, you didn't bother to ask him, did you?
No, before he bit his head
Probably goes by nut and nutless.
off. Is that what it is? What if it's a female squirrel? Is that nutless?
Probably.
Okay, so
But what if she's been collecting nuts for the winter?
she's not nutless.
This is true.
Yeah, because
Maybe
I mean,
we should contact the.
hey, the female goes out and provides the food. Collects the food. We'll
Yeah.
say going grocery shopping, and then provides the food. It's like, hey, that plays right into the last conversation.
Well, that's why I'm always nice to women when they cook for me, because if you're not nice to them, Lord knows what they'll do to the meal.
No shit. Well, there might be some if you are that bad.
Just like being in the military, you're sacrificing yourself.
Yeah. Seems like less of a hassle joining the military most of the time. Nah. Well, you're only saying that because you're on your third tour.
Yeah, but this is the retirement tour, though. I got an excellent duty station now.
Okay. You got that station you've been longing for.
Yeah. I got my dream job, so
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna stay on this base.
Finally not looking for landmines with a stick. Finally got a death job.
Finally, not jumping up and down on landmines. She's a keeper. No,
No.
No, with him, they're never keepers.
they are now. Damn it.
Well, I mean, you got a good outlook on women, obviously. How's that with you? Because we're married, Sean's single. He doesn't get the same ideal. He doesn't have an idea of what we have to deal with, as opposed to what he has to.
Yeah, I'm
because
sacrificing myself
at
for the
one point-
podcast here.
At one point, he said that a female orgasm is unnecessary, and we, as the married guys, had to point out that it is if you want repeat business.
Well, no, that's not what I said. I said it's not necessary for reproduction. If God doesn't care about you getting off, why should I?
Again, that goes back to repeat business.
Well, let me just put it to you this way. I'm single and happy. I'll put it to you this way. Like, being single is not the same thing as being lonely. There's a big difference.
Unless you're Sean. He's not lonely, though. He's got his 3 cats with 15 personalities.
And I've always made it a
And
point
squirrels
that
are going to have it coming.
There you go, exactly.
They don't stand a chance.
And I've always made it a point that I love money more than women because money always takes care of me and pays my bills and feeds me. So there you go.
Well,
Women don't take care of you, pay your bills, and feed you.
Oh no, that's me.
they'll feed you. I mean, as you know, we agreed that's what they're good for, right? Food?
Yeah,
Some.
and paying the bills and taking care of me.
Oh, well, okay.
But put it this way, back when I was engaged, oh gosh, what a nightmare. That
Well,
was
now
a
I want
time-
to hear about it.
Yes. Well, I'll dive right into this. Like, I always liked a pet-free environment, never wanted animals, but getting engaged to her, she did have a cat that helped her some tough times, and then when it was time for her to get a new pet, this is how this is how it comes to women and me compromising. They want compromise.
I think it's when you come to like an I don't. Wait, is this like
That's
you
what
come
they
to
call
an
it anyway.
agreement?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. She wanted a pet.
confused.
I didn't want one. The compromise was we got one. That's how it works out.
Yeah. That's why I have 6 dogs and 3 cats and 8 chickens. So yeah, I know all about compromise then.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if I'm looking to offload some cats, I need to talk to your wife, not you.
Well,
That's exactly what he's saying.
Well, to be fair, if the daughter had come today, yeah, she would have gladly taken every fucking cat you could throw at her. It's like, that's how we got the 3 cats to begin with. It's like, the daughter, she's like, I want a cat. I don't want a fucking cat.
Sean,
So we got a cat.
you're not going to get rid of your cats because we all know you bring them down here and do podcasts when we're not here.
That's why there's paw prints on the table. You've been doing podcasts.
I was going to wait and announce the series later, but
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
please,
There,
please look forward to
Yeah.
podcasts in the future.
Tune in for podcasts and don't miss Kid Free Weekends with Ashley and Shane.
Meow.
Yeah, good plug.
Available on all the same platforms this is.
Yeah, excellent plug. Excellent plug. Okay, so going, you compromise. You got.
It's basically
Okay.
give it in because your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's amazing how persuasive that vagina can be.
Well, that's one thing. Like in the history of men or whatever, what have men always wanted? Nice house, fancy cars, lots of money. Why do we want that stuff? Because women like nice houses, nice cars, lots of money. The only reason we do anything is to attract women.
But I've been told that we live in a patriarchy and that everything is, for the benefit of men. So
That's
why
'cause-
would you want to benefit women?
Because women really run the show, and they want us to think we're in charge. Like that's
Interesting.
I would buy that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we don't have any of the fucking power. We got nothing. Like,
I'm good with it. I don't care.
I'm okay. Yeah, honestly though, on your point, I think we'd all still be living in fucking caves if guys had the choice of all that.
Yeah.
We don't need the nice things. We'd be fine. No, we need this big house and all that shit. Actually, I believe it was my wife told me at one point, said most women are happy if you keep them fed, fucked, and funded. And I'm like,
The 3
Yeah.
F's.
I mean, you can't argue with that
Their
statement.
their 3 Fs are much better than the find them, fuck them, and flee.
yeah.
It's even like when you're looking to buy a
They are
house.
on top of their 3 Fs, and we're not even close.
They are.
So what you're saying is it's like a nature versus nurture thing.
I don't know about so.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, I wouldn't go nature versus nurture. I think it's just the nature of the beast, and we're just going to have to fucking tuck our wieners between our legs and deal with it.
Yep. Problems come with the perks. That's the thing.
Yeah. To get those perks, you got to deal with all the other stuff. We'll call it the baggage.
I mean, think about it. Whenever a couple looks to buy a house. Newsflash: if the woman doesn't want the house, you're not getting the house.
And if the woman does want the house, no matter how much you want don't want the
You're
house,
gonna get the
fucking
house.
house.
My first house with my first ex-wife, we spent like 2 years looking at house after house after house, and finally she's like, "I like this one. This one's nice." I hated the fucking house. I was like, "Get it, just get it. I'm tired of looking at houses. Pick this one, get it."
Kind of like the last vehicle with the current wife. Didn't you have to go through a bunch of hassle because she wanted it a certain way? And
Not really. I mean, she looked at several.
but didn't you
Vehicles.
ultimately went out and how that went down? So, I don't remember what the specifics were.
Oh no, she got the exact car.
Yeah,
she
she
wanted.
got what she wanted, but it's just how you went about financing it or whatever.
Oh yeah. It was.
Like seemed like
It was all taken care of.
yeah, it was all taken care of. But it seemed
all
like,
worked out.
It seemed like she was being fairly rigid about it, but then it's like then everything worked out better
Yeah.
ultimately. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. They got to take the difficult route.
I thought you was talking about picking the actual car, which
No.
it was a hassle, but that's right in my wheelhouse. So I love looking at and negotiating and picking out cars.
I hate dealing with fucking car salesmen. I hated being one. So yeah.
Yeah,
was
but
gonna say, you
being
live that
one, being
lifestyle.
one puts you on a level playing field of buying them.
Yeah.
Because you're like, look, I know you're supposed to sit here and small talk me for the next 2 hours while your supervisor pretends like he's punching numbers and everything, and we're going to get uncomfortable, and I'm going to be tired of being here, and I'm going to sign whatever you give me to sign. So let's just skip all that. I'm going to go to the house. Call me when you got numbers.
Like that's what I got lucky in. Kat, my wife, is fantastic at small talk, and I can just fucking walk away. Like she'll sit there and bullshit with them while they fix the numbers. Me, I don't give a fuck what they say. So I'll walk around the lobby or I'll find a vending machine to stare at for an hour and a half. I mean, if they got a TV, I'm happy. It's like, oh, I don't have to talk.
Well, the beauty part, everybody complains, but everybody's always got their face buried in their phone. But that is the best way to avoid small talk ever.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention, and you might as well not talk to me. That way I don't come off as rude.
I keep trying to put that guy.
I've learned how to hide the rude very well the past few years.
Yeah.
And it's the best way to not have to hear a person's conversation.
Oh, good God. Yeah. Well, you know what, though? Cell phones also have made it, like in restaurants, if somebody's on their fucking cell phone, they feel that they have to talk over the crowd, and that makes me hate them that much worse.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I don't use my phone for that. I get upset when someone near me uses their phone for that.
yeah, I do too. It just pisses me off to no fucking end.
Definitely a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah. I just, every fucking time I want to turn around and be like, is this a private fucking conversation? If so, can you fucking go to the bathroom or your car or fucking just stand out in the middle of the goddamn road in traffic? I'm cool with any of those options.
You're like, why is this ham sandwich out here?
Which was
Somebody was playing out the homeless.
somebody was paying attention to the last time.
Fuck yeah. Excellent reference.
It was Sean. Sean's the one that heard the first episode.
Oh, fuck.
Also, you're the one.
He downloaded it 23 times.
Well, 4 of them were me, so 19
Well,
times.
there you have it.
Math. I totally mathed.
I only downloaded
Math?
it once
What?
because I'm not good with the internet. So I found it on Spotify, and that was it. So I can only account for one of those. So clearly, we're doing pretty good, I think. Yeah.
You've called and talked to Joe Rogan so we can get on his show, right?
Not yet. I was just
No, he
listening.
called us to try to get on this show.
Oh, did he?
That's what happens when you're breaking in new ground. And
But I told him,
Like, I hear you.
sorry, Joe, send me an email or a text. I don't do this shit. Hung up on him.
Like, you get with my people and we'll talk.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a tough act to follow after me being on here.
No shit. Yeah. What do we want to talk about now? Anything good? It's like, what's going on in your day to day life?
I'm drawing a
Anything, you know? Well, Drew's our guest. I feel that we should.
Oh, yeah, we should properly interview Drew.
Oh, no, that's fine. What I'm understanding is that, like, people want to. We were talking about psychopaths earlier, and there's so many different ways to kind of, like, catch them in early stages. Like,
Be sensitive because Sean is sitting right across the table
Yeah.
from you. He's a ticking time bomb.
yes, I have been.
my cats have been whispering in my ear upstairs, and they saw you come in.
All I know, they were looking
They think
at
you're
me,
looking awful squirrely.
It's the jacket.
I'm a nut, but not that kind.
No shit. Okay, go on.
But
won't
yeah,
interrupt.
there's so many things that like reference, like I was talking about animal cruelty, and we got into that. Then you got to talk about, like, I guess you could call them like introverts is basically something. And
Again, I'm right across the table here. Drew.
yeah, I feel the vibe.
Choose your words carefully.
And also
They're
their
gonna
and also
use as a
their
weapon.
appearance.
Okay. What about their appearance? Like Sean?
Well, I mean, kind of like that Jeffrey Dahmer type look in a way. So, kind of references that a little bit.
I could see that.
And
I don't see Sean posing his victims so much as
You can't pose a lot in the dryer.
no,
you know?
no.
I mean,
it's like
he
puts
hold
them in
on.
with his laundry. He washes and dries their.
Well, that way he can smell them
Yeah.
throughout the
Well-
day, like fabric softener.
Well, my clothes do smell like dryer sheets, so there's that.
Like, dang, I forgot to separate the whites from the colors again.
Oh God!
Jeez.
You had to go there. You just had to go there.
Wow.
Man. Like, now we gotta jump on this.
Well done. Well done.
Oh God, I'm fucking crying.
That was good.
Keeps the Clorox around, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
The Clorox is just to keep his sheets and hood clean.
There you go. From God knows what.
Oh wow, that was good. I like that.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back. Probably not.
We'll be back for as long as the FBI doesn't show up at the studio.
Yeah, as long as nobody tells them that we're doing a podcast.
And since we're now going to be banned from every platform, we're just going to stand on the roof with a boom box.
Yes.
I'm willing to do that. It's fun.
That doesn't make you uncomfortable, does it, Corey?
No, I'm getting uncomfortable. Notice I didn't even slip it in while you were fucking talking.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Sitting at this table does that to you.
Ugh, yes.
Turn around company.
You're not uncomfortable, are you? Although I would I would understand if you were after
Saying all these things
Yeah,
about
after
me.
some of these
we
references
went
I've
from
made, you
serial
know.
killer to straight racism.
Yeah, I might have to do my will and testament after this one.
Damn, that was good. That was exactly where I wanted that to go. Thank you, Sean. Well done.
That's
Well
what he's
done.
here for.
That is exactly what he's here for.
We try to run a cleanest show.
That and all that tech nerd shit that I can't figure out.
Try and make it depend on what your family friendly is.
Oh, we never said family friend.
Who said my family was friendly?
No.
Some families are all dead, so there's mine.
Wait.
Why'd you kill them?
What?
Who said I did?
I don't know. It just kind of came off that way. It's like, my family's gone.
Just had to throw it out
It's
there.
like, moved to Phoenix gone or dead and buried gone.
We'll just say gone.
It's like, do you have this thing where everyone around you just dies?
Yeah, I guess I'm just bad luck. I don't know.
Well, that's it. You don't have to be around Sean for too long.
Then I might not be around for too long.
No. Why? Why? You think he's got it out for you? I don't think you're his type. He goes for the, well, clearly now we know what his type is.
The ones that don't use the hair gel, right?
You don't mind hair gel, do you? I mean, you got a good head of hair.
Yeah.
Unlike, that's why we wear hats.
Well, I mean, I was trying to grow it out a little bit, but I'm thinking about getting a hairline tattoo.
A hairline tattoo?
Yeah, have you seen those? Some people get them. They just get a hairline tattooed when it starts going back.
Who in the world ever said that looked good? I would like to know that.
Honestly, I love it when it's like they start off, like when they first put it on their fucking head, it's like nice and uniform, but then when it heals up, it's all like blotchy.
My hair automatically does
That's a nice
that.
word for it.
I don't need tattoos for that.
And that's the thing is like I have absolutely no tattoos, but I probably have more tattoos than anybody because I do the smart thing to where you never run out of room. I go to a guy that does airbrushing, and if I see a cool tattoo, he just puts it on the shirt, and that way I can put it on, take it off anytime I want.
Well, now I'm upset that you're not wearing an airbrush shirt.
Yeah. How are you going to set that up and then disappoint us and have no payoff?
Yeah,
for it?
you don't have an airbrush. Come on. Yeah, he doesn't have an airbrush shirt.
Yeah,
He's got a nice
just a letdown.
jacket, nice stylish look. And here we are. I got my
Here's a funny airbrush
newsprint shirt.
shirt type story. The first ex-wife I was talking about 3 wives ago. We were getting ready.
That's your first tour duty.
Yeah. My first tour before I got drafted.
Yes.
The first time.
We were flying off to Vegas and planning the wedding out there and everything because it's Vegas. So her mom, my first ex-mother-in-law, she got us shirts that were like these bright yellow shirts, and one said Vegas bride and one said Vegas groom. And she's like, here, you guys can wear them down the strip.
Oh, wow. So
Bad
you look
idea.
like the douchiest newlyweds ever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. She got upset that we wouldn't wear them, and she flew out to Vegas for the wedding.
like, why?
She's
They're
like,
so
You guys aren't
stylish."
wearing your shirts. I'm like, no.
I don't want to get mugged.
Not only will I not wear it, but I forbid her from wearing hers.
Oh, my God.
Or else.
Yeah, that would be fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Got a reputation to
They just
uphold.
couldn't understand why I was so opposed to that.
So you actually disappointed your mother-in-law right when you got married, or right before you got married.
Oh, I probably disappointed her from
That's fucking
the
awesome.
get-go.
That's good.
She was just mad because she was in a loveless, sexless marriage for probably 10 years before I met her daughter, and continued that way. So she was just pissed that her daughter was getting laid.
Huh. Alrighty then. Well,
Competition.
Well,
on
and when
the
she
mother
left me, I
daughter.
thought about fucking her mom and her sister.
really?
But I was like, no, those are weirdos that I wouldn't even put my
Is this
dick
the
in.
wife that looked like Rocky Dennis?
No, this is the one before that.
Okay, I was about to say that's the threesome I don't want to see.
I was gonna say, if this is the wife that looked like Rocky Dennis, did her mother look like Rocky Dennis as well?
No, it was the words.
Words?
Words. It's always words that gets you in trouble. Trust me. Ask any woman that's ever dated me; they'll tell you.
No shit.
We
No
gonna have
shit.
them on the podcast next?
Next. Well, I mean, hell. Got any numbers?
Well,
We don't.
some of them we can't have on the podcast.
I do the smart thing. I block and change my number every time.
Good.
Buries them in the backyard.
Well, hey, no back talk then.
But the smart thing is to bury them in the neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, at night.
That's why my neighbors never like me, and they refuse to have their kids come and trick or treat at me around Halloween.
Yeah, that's the reason. It's not because you're on any kind of register or anything.
Not that I'm
Why
aware
the kids
of.
can't trick or treat.
Actually, that's why Sean's neighbors won't let their kids trick or treat at his house.
Yes.
He has all the candy to himself.
He's on a list.
Sean ties a string to a dead squirrel, pulls it down the sidewalk, waiting on a kid to start following.
Come here, pet the cute squirrel.
It's like the redneck Pennywise. Come on, kid. Come on, pet the squirrel. Pet the squirrel.
Yeah, he's sitting in a storm drain with a squirrel on a string.
Just wheel her in and come over me with you all float.
Ooh, that's just gross. All right. Well, I believe we are close to our time on this episode, so I'd like to thank Drew for joining us. That was very interesting, lots of fun,
Thank you guys for having me.
good conversation, and we will see you all next episode.
We
Thanks.
just cut it here.